Hi guys, and we're back with another episode of my Kanto Solo Run series, where I aim to bring a solo run video of all 151 Pokemon from the Kanto region, just to see if it's possible to solo run the game with those 151 Pokemon. So let's recap the rules. Rule 1, we let the wheel decide. I spin 3 times on our randomizer wheel and we choose one of the 3 Pokemon to get drawn to do the run with. Rule 2, I can only use that Pokemon for the entire run. I can catch utility Pokemon for likes of Cut, Surf and such, but they can't be used in battle whatsoever. Rule 3, I cannot heal HP or status effects in battle at all using items. If you're using moves though, that's fair game. Rule 4, I can use the badge boost glitch in Gen 1 as it's kind of unavoidable. Rule 5, I can use TMs and HMs. Now that's settled, let's get spinning on the next choice on the wheel. Okay, back for the next wheel. And as you probably watched my last video, I hated that Seadra. I really should have chosen Farfetch, but what can you do, we've done the video now. First choice we got this time is Krabby. Another water type, but it's a first stage evolution, and to be fair, Krabby is one of my top 10 favourite Pokemon from Gen 1, so that I might need a favourite just to bring me back into this. And then we've got Omastar. We're getting quite a lot of water Pokemon popping up. Omastar would be interesting, but I think it would also be quite easy. I mean, its speed stat is awful. Let's see what we get for the third choice. And last is Marowak. Oh man, there's 2 favourites on this one. Marowak and Krabby. I think if I do Marowak, you guys are going to get bored of this, so I think I'm going to go for Krabby for this run. It actually, considering it's a water type, it actually is more of a physical attacker, so that could be interesting. Anyway, let's get on with the run. Let's use Krabby. Okay, now we've got Krabby chosen on the wheel. Let's get started on the run. So as we know, we're going to start with naming myself Brown, because that's who I am. And we'll go for the rival as Ben. After about the 10th video or so, if I've got people wanting their names as the rival or the Pokemon that I choose, feel free to comment below and we'll get that sorted. But as we start the journey, we're going to go and choose Krabby. I'm going to put it in place of Squirtle so that the rival ends up with a Venusaur right at the end. I always do that just to make it a bit harder on myself for that final battle. If I chose Bulbasaur in place at the start, then he'd end up with Charizard. And since Krabby's a water type, that'd just make it way too easy for the final battle. You want a bit of a challenge. And anyway, starting off, Krabby only has Bubble to start off with. Bubble and Leah. So, it's not really the greatest moveset to start off with, but yeah, from what you can see here, Bulbasaur's using Growl, and then we're using Leah on it, but I completely forgot at this stage that Bubble and Water moves are special, so using Leah is not the greatest thing at this point. It's probably worth keeping Leah to the later battles, but there's no chance I'm going to win this battle here. Not unless I reset a couple hundred times to try and get the good RNG, but I just want to get through this run. I want to play the game. I don't want to spend 100 times trying to do that one battle. Moving on to Viridian Forest, and I think I'm going to need a few levels just to be able to get through Brock. Since we lost that first battle, we're only on level 5, we didn't go up to level 6. And even at level 5, these Weedles are actually posing a bit of a problem to me, especially the Weedles, because they've used Poison Sting and there's a chance of poison, which it does hit me with. And he's got 3 Pokemon, so I've got to try and take out all 3 of these Pokemon while I'm poisoned, so it's working against the clock, and as you see there, I lose. Going straight back against him though, we still haven't even leveled up from that previous battle, but the RNG kind of works a bit better this time. We do get poison, but we get a few good hits in, and Weedle doesn't really use Poison Sting very much, so we are at 5 health. And I'm already thinking here, we do go up to level 6, but I'm not going to be able to win this battle in 6 turns, especially with how much damage Bubble is doing. Bubble is an awful move, and as soon as I can change it out, I will do. But for now, we've just got to plod on. We've got to see how we can get past these. I do go into this battle level 6, so we do have a little bit more of a chance. We've just got to hope that Weedle doesn't poison us. It does. We're not having the best luck with status effects so far. But beating that first Weedle, we've got 10 health, which should in theory get us through. We do level up to level 7, and now we've got 12 health, so I'm a lot more confident we're going to get through this battle. But as you can see, just from these first few battles, this shows how difficult the early game is going to be for Krabby. When we go into Brock's gym, when we finally get there, we're level 10. I do opt to go against the junior trainer. I do want an extra level or 2. And the Diglett Nade takes us out. But we move up to level 11, and the Sandshrews last. And we just got to hope that it doesn't hit us. Thankfully, it gets a sand attack in, which isn't always the greatest thing, but we managed to get through that battle. And I'm getting a bit cocky here. I decide I've got 4 HP. Let's go against Brock, see how we do. Bubble does massive damage and takes it down in 2. The Onyx, now we're on 2 HP. It misses the Screech, and we win. That was very lucky. If he hadn't have used Screech there, the best alternative would have been he'd use Bide. So now we moved on, and we're straight on the trainers just past Pewter City, and even at level 12, Krabby is struggling. It's all of these bug trainers and the junior trainers here, they've all got like level 10 sort of range Pokemon. So I keep having to go back to the Poké Center every now and then, which does mean we're going to lose a bit of time. But hopefully with the moves that Krabby gets later on, we're going to make up that time. Now Krabby is an interesting one for a water Pokemon. Usually water Pokemon, because they're relying on those water moves, they're relying on their special being higher. But Krabby's an is a different story really. He's very much a strong physical attacker. And that's testament to the fact that he gets his own signature move in Gen 1, which is Crab Hammer, which is a physical water move. And because our attack is going to be really high, that's the move that I really want to be using for quite a lot of this run. Fortunately though, it's going to take quite a few levels to get there. In Mount Moon we pick up water guns, we actually have a bit of a better water move to use. Still not going to help us very much against the rival. We're level 17 at this point. And we're level 19, sorry. This must be another one of the clips that I did. So I did lose against the rival on Nugget Bridge quite a few times. It took us to level 19 to get past the Pidgeotto, and this is the first time I actually went against the Abra. And as you can see, Abra's got very good special, and Water Gun is a special move, so it's not doing very much damage. But because Abra has no moves, it goes down after quite a few. And level 20 is what I wanted. We learn Vice Grip at level 20, which is a 55 base power move. And you can see that it takes off half of Bulbasaur's health. Going back into the battle at level 20, Vice Grip is definitely the move to be using. Even though it's a free shot on Pidgeotto, thankfully it doesn't use Sand Attack very often. Abra goes down in 1, Rat Attack goes down in 1, and we've got good amount of health for the Bulbasaur now. 2 Vice Grips, it goes down, we're level 21. And that's why I wanted to get to level 21 before doing anything else here. Now we have a try against Misty. I'm not too confident we're actually going to win this. I do go in without full health. The Staryu's going to go down in 2 hits. Level 22 now. Starmie starts off with Tackle. And because I'm Water Pokemon, all it's going to do is spam Tackle. And then we win. We actually win first try against Misty, which I was not expecting. But that just shows how good of a move Vice Grip is this early on in the game. And because we beat Misty, we also get Bubble Beam, which is a far superior move to Bubble and Water Gun itself. I think it's got 65 base power attacks, so yeah, I would rather have Bubble Beam over any other move. Moving on to the SSN. Krabby is fortunately one of the Pokemon that also learns my favourite Gen 1 move, which is, say it with me, Body Slam. And you must be getting sick of me talking and raving about Body Slam by now, but it just shows how good this move is in Gen 1. At this early stage in the game, there's not many Pokemon that will have an 80 base power move that's 100% accurate and also causes paralysis, which is fantastic. Like, you'll see in the next rival fight how good this move is. And I also decide, you know what, Vice Grip's outlived its purpose, Body Slam's a more powerful move, we need more water coverage, so I'll get rid of Vice Grip at this point. I also pick up Guillotine at level 28, and Body Slam takes out the Pidgeotto in 1, takes the Racket out in 1 hit, same with the Kadabra. level 29 now, and we paralyze the Ivysaur. Easy battle. And now begins the easy part of the game. So after Lieutenant Surge, it'll be part of an easy game. After you've beaten Surge, there's a bit of a lull in the game where you go through Rock Tunnel, Lavender Tower, Celadon, and it kind of lingers on until around about where you go to Silphco, and that's when the game starts getting harder. So we need to try and get up as many levels as possible, and we do lose against Surge the first time thanks to the Raichu. We've got to take that out as quick as possible. And strangely enough, well, I wouldn't say strangely enough, but Krabby isn't as fast as a Raichu is. Especially when it uses X speeds to get the speed up. Body Slam takes out the Voltorb, thankfully it didn't use Sonic Boom this time. Raichu goes for a Thunder Shock, we paralyse it so we can outspeed, and we win. And that's how we get through Surge, thanks to Body Slam. And I used the great strategy of spamming the A button, which I do hate doing, but needs must. There wasn't anything interesting in Rock Tunnel because we can get past the hikers with the likes of Bubble Beam quite easy. So we move on to Lavender Tower, and I'm kind of deciding, do I go to Celadon or, I'm going to go to Lavender Tower first. Let's go against the rival, get it out the way, and then we can come back and we don't have to worry about that later on. Plus, with me being at such a low level now, I mean, I would say 35 is not a low level for this point in the game. But we've now got Crab Hammer, which is a fantastic water move, especially for Krabby. It's 90 base power attack. And as a water move, it just tears through his Pokemon. And it's a physical move as well. The biggest worry I'm starting to see on these runs, though, is Gyarados and Kadabra. Especially considering we tried to Guillotine quite a lot, but thankfully didn't use Psybeam. And we got disabled. So now Body Slam's paralysed the Ivysaur, we take it out. And that's the next rival fight done. So next, I think the only other thing we've got left to do before the game opens up a bit is to go to Celadon. The game kind of opens up a bit after you've beaten Lavender Tower with the Silph Scope. So I have to go for Giovanni first in the game corner. And he's not really a problem whatsoever, to be fair. Level 37, we're very over level for this point in the game. And I have battled a lot more trainers than I usually do. But considering some of the tougher battles of the game, I needed to get those levels. Just to be able to progress. So now we're against Giovanni. And as you can see here, he starts off with an Onix. I'm not even full health for this battle. Crab Hammer takes him down. Rhyhorn comes out. And I've run out of water moves, so I have to rely on Guillotine to get past that. Next comes out Kangaskhan. And because I'm not outspeeding it, well, 2 Body Slams takes it out, but because I wasn't outspeeding, Guillotine then doesn't take it out in one hit. If you want Guillotine to be working, you need to be faster than a Pokemon. And even then, it's only got a 30% chance of hitting, so it's kind of like a Hail Mary move, really. Same with like Fissure, Sheer Cold in later generations. You have to be faster for those moves to work. After the Rocket Game Corner, we move over to Celadon Gym, and we're going to go against Erica. I actually... Because I'm playing on 4x speed, I accidentally pressed the directional button a bit too far and I ended up going against this trainer. Not a problem though, it just means a little bit more experience, but I hate misclicking a bit. Body Slam takes out our entire team and we're ready for Erica. This is the gym battle I was most worried about, at least early game. At least with 10 Surge, his Pokemon have got bad defense, but as you can see here, I have to use 2 Body Slams to take it out. Thankfully, got the paralysis. I try Guillotine this time, but it decides to use Bind on me, and I'm losing HP like crazy. And that's not good. I want to be able to at least tank 1 Petal Dance from the Vileplume. So if I don't outspeed here, it's game over. Ooh, it uses Sleep Powder. Thank Christ. And there we go. We pick up Harden at level 40, which is fantastic. If I'm being honest, in face value, you'd think, oh, having Hardened on your move pool isn't the greatest thing. But in Gen 1, there is the thing called the Badge Boost glitch. So when you raise your defense or any other stat in Gen 1, and you've got a certain amount of badges, different stats also get boosted by 12.5%. And that's fantastic as well. It means that you can also have better speed, as well as more defense. And it's how we're going to probably get through the Elite Four. We're going to have to set up the badge boost glitch to be able to get past some of the Pokemon. Now we're off to save Mr. Fuji. These rockets are posing no problem to us whatsoever. They're nearly half our level. Raticate, strangely was that a quick attack? It might have been a quick attack, because I really should have outspeeded that, especially when I'm nearly twice its level. And we save Mr. Fuji, which I feel like he owes us a bit more than a Poke Flute, considering how many times we've saved him now. And he doesn't even really seem bothered that he's been saved. After we've got the Poke Flute though, I decided to try and challenge Silphcore. I am a bit over leveled, but the level cap's starting to catch up to me. So usually when I go through Silphcore, I have a bit of a set method that I do. I usually go to, if I don't want to pick up the Rare Candy or Earthquake and the car boss on floor 10, you go straight to floor 5, you beat this rocket who's mandatory, then after that you then go and pick up the card key and you can go straight over to the rival on floor 3. So I'm not too sure whether I'm going to win this or not. The level cap's catching up to me. I'm only level 42 now. I haven't equipped Ice Beam yet, so to be fair, I'm going to have to do something to try and get past here. Crab Hammer, it's going to take 3 Crab Hammers and, well, 2 Crab Hammers and a Body Slam to take out. But annoyingly, he's starting to use a lot of sand attacks, so my accuracy is well down. When it comes to Gyarados, I'm not outspeeding a level 43 and we lose. So I did that fight a few times and I realised I need to have a few more levels before I'm actually ready for it. So what can we do now that the game's opened up a bit? We go over to Fuchsia and we go and beat Koga. That's the next task on our list. And after we've used the Poke Flute, reason why we go down the bike path as well is it's much quicker than going on the route past Vermilion. You can get down to Fuchsia within less than a minute, so it's worth your time, especially if you try and do this as quick as possible, to go and grab the bike from Cerulean and then go down the bike path. Otherwise, you're going to have to go against a lot of mandatory trainers on the Vermilion path. Now we're in Koga's gym. The biggest problem that's in this gym is there's 2 mandatory jugglers that you have to fight against, and they don't really have poison Pokemon. They've all got psychic Pokemon, which if you go in with the wrong typing means that you're going to have a really tough time against these jugglers, even more so than going against Koga. I find it weird that they've given the 2 mandatory trainers psychic Pokemon. I mean, they can learn poison moves, but still, it just seems a bit of a weird choice considering it's the poison gym, but then against his Pokemon, not really much makes sense. Anyway, moving on to Koga, and this is going to be a relatively easy battle. We paralyse the first Coffin, we're not taken out in one hit. The Muck comes out, we use Body Slam, we get a critical hit, but we do get poisoned. And next comes out the second Coffin, we know we can take this out in 2, but we're also getting hit by the poison. Thankfully, he uses the next attack and we move into the Wheezing. I try using Guillotine because we do outspeed and we tank a self-destruct. That was close. If we'd lost more HP thanks to the poison, we would have lost that battle. But I'm very happy that Krabby can now tank a self-destruct. Moving on to the Safari Zone, we pick up the Gold Teeth and then we go and grab Surf, because I am going to replace Crab Hammer with Surf. Now, you're probably wondering why would I get rid of a physical attacking water move and then put Surf on. And I didn't really have much reasoning for it. I prefer having Surf. I actually quite like Surf as a move. It's the best HM in terms of like power. And yeah, it probably was a wrong move to have used Surf here over Crab Hammer. But I like the other moves that we had in our arsenal. Having Harden, we could utilise the badge boost glitch. Guillotine is the Hail Mary, and Body Slam's our generic move that we'll use. But I put Surf on, and this actually means that even though I haven't beat Silphcore yet, because I did go back and try it again, and I still lost at the level I was at, it also meant that I had another Lapras to teach Strength. But there's one other thing we can do here, so we can get up a few more levels before actually trying that rival in Silphcore. And that's we can go over to Cinnabar Island and beat Blaine. So moving into the mansion, I have a very, I can get through this very quickly now. You go up the stairs, then you go to the top of the map and go up these stairs. You go on that switch and then you can drop down and come to the bottom floor. I also didn't keep a track of my inventory as I was going through this. So when I got to this stage, I had to throw away quite a few items just to be able to get the secret key. Now we've got that, we can go against Blaine. And I've got no doubt in my mind we're going to beat them quite easily. I tried to see how much Body Slam does. It doesn't do full amount of damage, so I decided to harden, utilise the badge boost glitch, because that'll raise my special as well as making me a lot harder to hit. And that way, Surf should do a hell of a lot more damage. Because of the move pool that Growlithe has, all he'll do is spam agility, which isn't a problem whatsoever. Body Slam takes out the Ponyta, takes out the Rapidash, and now we're on to Arcanine. Does Surf take it out in one hit? It doesn't even do half. But thankfully, because of Harden, his takedown doesn't do very much damage, and we win in 2 hits. Easy battle. Probably would have been better having Crab Hammer, but I've got rid of it now, so can't really do much about that. Now we're going back to Silphcore. We're going to go against a rival again. We're a lot higher leveled this time, so it should be a bit easier, but we'll soon see. So he sends out Pidgeot first. We're a full 12 levels ahead of him. 2 Body Slams takes it out. And now comes Gyarados. We use Body Slam, he uses Bite, we Body Slam again, it's down. And here I decide, let's set up the Badge Boost glitch because that Venusaur is going to be a problem. And of course as well, the Alakazam's coming up. So that's going to be a problem because our special isn't good, so I'd rather Badge Boost glitch and have more special in order to tank a hit, but we do take it out in 1. And then Body Slam takes out the Venusaur in 1 as well. So a lot easier when we're higher level, but yeah, I might have to try and do a lot more of these runs on a bit of a lower level or closer to that level cap, so I can give you a bit more of an enjoyable battle instead of just one-shotting everything. Anyway, after we've done that, we're going to go and fight Giovanni. And after we've beaten him here, we have to go beat him again over in Viridian. So this Rocket's going to be no problem whatsoever. Surf's going to take out the Cubone. Drowsy's going to get taken out by Surf as well with a critical. And the Marowak comes out and Surf it again. Sweep the team. Not a problem whatsoever. But will Giovanni be... I actually forgot that I hadn't even picked up the... I put the card key in my box and then not gone back to Silphcore and not taking it back out. So I lost some time here as well. That's my fault. But, oh well. Kangaskhan goes down in 2 Body Slams after getting a few Comet Punches off, which isn't good. Our HP is not looking good. Rhyhorn won't be a problem, but the problem is going to be the Nidoqueen. It is weak to water, but we do outspeed, so Guillotine takes it down. Thankfully, it didn't use any moves. It used a Tail Whip against us. And there we go, that's Giovanni. I actually got to Viridian, and then I realised that I hadn't beat Sabrina. I completely forgot about her. So that meant that's what we had to do now. We had to go and beat Sabrina. And there's a nice little way that I like going around this gym. You go on that first tile there, you go straight down, and then you go to the top left, I think. Oh no, you go straight up here, then you go down. No, I've messed this up. It depends on whether I'm paying full attention, but I also forget half the time what the correct tile placement is for this. Either way, we make it through without going against any of the trainers, and we're against Sabrina. She sends out Kadabra first, we go for Body Slam. All the Pokemon have got terrible defense, so it means that Body Slam will do a lot of damage. As you can see here, Body Slam is pretty much taking out a full team with 1 apart from this Venomoth, which paralyzes us, and that's not good. You can see how much damage Psybeam does, but thankfully it uses Recover and we win. If it hadn't have used Recover or got paralysed there, we would not have won that battle. Anyway, back over to Viridian, and let's go beat Giovanni for the last time. This guy sends out Sandslash, we use Surf, takes it down. We're level 51 at this point, so do we outspeed Dugtrio? We don't. Dugtrio is a very fast Pokemon, so Giovanni does have one himself, so that means we are probably going to take some damage from it. The Rhyhorn comes out with this guy, goes down in 1. I'm level 52 at this point. I'd love to do a run with Kingler soon, but I'll have to see what comes up on the next randomizer wheel. This guy's a Machoke, sorry. He does have a Machop actually, that's his second Pokemon. I think I've said this on a previous video, it seems weird that this guy calls himself the Karate King, yet he's only got 2 Machokes and a Machop. Like, this is the final gym, would it not be more interesting to just give him a Machamp for once? But either way, we're moving on to Giovanni. I haven't saved, I haven't healed. I'm going into this battle at half health, so I'm not too sure I'm actually going to win this. I was getting very cocky again. The Rhyhorn goes down 1 Surf, so Dugtrio decides to dig, and does quite a bit of damage. We're not looking good on HP right now. Nidoqueen comes out, we can... Come on, take it out. It doesn't take it out, but it uses Guard Spec, thank God. And now the Nidoking comes out, hopefully it's not going to hit us. Surf critical hits and we take it down in 1. And now's the Rhydon. He can't really do much against us. It goes down in 1 Surf. And there we go. That's all 8 gym badges with a Krabby on its own. But that's not where the run's over. We don't just finish the run at the 8 gyms. We go off to the Elite 4 and we try and do that as well. But first, before the Elite 4, is the final rival before the Elite 4. And his level cap has started to catch up to mine. I'm level 53 at this point. I'm not actually too sure if I can do this battle at this level. When the Rhyhorn comes out, I set up the Hardens. He is going to use Fury Attack every now and then. But we are going to get all 6 Hardens off. Use the Stomp. And I think one more should do it. Yeah. So now it's time to just decimate his team. We should be outspeeding most of them by now. Gyarados should go down with a Body Slam. It does. We're now level 54. Growlithe's going to go down with a Surf, easy battle. And Alakazam now comes out. Do we outspeed? We don't outspeed, but he uses Recover twice. Oh, wow, that was lucky. That could have ended the battle there, but Venusaur uses Vine Whip. When I finally do get past the rival, it does take me about 5 tries. I had to use a couple of rare candies. Now we're against Lorelei. I had decided to use all my rare candies at this point and battle a few trainers in Victory Road. Body Slam takes out the Dugong in 3. The Cloyster is going to be a problem, so I opt for Guillotine and we hit it first time. Slowbro comes out and I decide the best move it's going to use against me is Water Gun. So I'm just going to use the Badge Boost glitch, Harden Up. And that way we can tank a bit more from the Lapras right at the end. I think the Jinx is going to be a little bit of a problem. It is a very high special attacker. But Body Slam takes out in 1. And now comes the Lapras. Do we take it out in 1? No, we don't. But because of using Harden, Body Slam does barely any damage, and we beat Lorelei. Next is Bruno, and I don't even heal for this battle. Bruno is a complete joke of an Elite 4 member. See, I haven't even healed. So we surf down the Onix. It's got out in 1. I'm not even going to Badge Boost glitch for this battle. Body Slam takes out the Hitmonchan. Will it do the same Hitmonlee? It will. Critical hit that time. Level 69, way. And I actually misclicked there and used Body Slam. I should have used Surf, but I do paralyze it, so yeah, it's not that much of a problem. Now Machamp comes out, we use Guillotine, and it's down in 1. So that's Bruno done. Easy battle. And next is Agatha. And I think out of this full run, she was the one I was most scared of. Because the only move I can actually use against her is Surf, and this probably would have been a better time to have kept Crabhammer for. But I also decide, you know, I've got Ice Beam in the bag, so why don't we try using it? And this is where I'm trying to decide what to get rid of. I opt for Guillotine because I can't really do anything with it against her. It means I won't have Guillotine for the rest of this run unless I reset. Gengar comes out and we use Ice Beam. We are confused, so this is going to be a bit tougher. Oh, yeah, we're confused. We're losing tons of health. We're not going to win this one. Oh, we're out of confusion. And Nightshade takes us out. So, you're probably going to hate me for this, but I tried this about 12 times and I couldn't get past Agatha. So, annoyingly, I'm going to have to use double team over harden. And I hate using double team. I know a lot of people hate it because it is so broken in Gen 1, but I wanted to do this run. I wanted to complete this run. So I opted for double team. And you can hate me if you want, but this is my channel, this is my videos. I can do whatever I want, really. But anyway, now we're on the slow bro, we set up the double team. It means it's not going to be able to hit us as easy, and we're badge boost glitching, so everything else is going up. And this should be an easy sweep now. We set up the full 6 double teams. I try for guillotine. It's an much better move than using body slam against the slow bro. Takes that in 1. Now the jinx comes out. Use body slam. It still doesn't take it out. I'm quite confused why it doesn't take it out this time when it did last time, but now Lapras comes out. We missed the last 2 guillotines, so we have to rely on the other moves we've got. We paralyze it with body slam, and we're just gonna continue taking it down. There we go. A lot easier this time. And we move on to Bruno again, even though he's going to be an absolute cakewalk. I do decide to heal this time. I don't think I was actually thinking, but here we go. Here's Bruno. And you know we're going to win this battle, so there's not really that much to say. Surf the Onyx. Body slam the Hitmonchan. Oh, I misclicked and used Surf, but it still takes it out in 1. Reason why Surf's doing probably as much as body slam in this instance is because it's a water move and I'm a water Pokemon, so I get the stab bonus. Machamp comes out and does Surf take it out in 1. It doesn't even do over half damage, wow. So it takes 3 hits to take out this Machamp. But thankfully he uses Fissure, so it means we don't actually get one-shotted. After this battle it's Agatha again. Ice Beam wasn't doing too much for us there, so I'm just going to opt in with the same move pool. I do have the stab damage with Surf, so that might give us a bit more, might do a bit more on our Gengars. And here we go. So we start setting up the double team. We do take a lot of damage from Nightshade. There's 3. There's 4 double teams. Nightshade hits again. If I take 1 more, then I'm out, so I'm going to have to go for it now. Use Surf on the Gengar. It doesn't take it out. It does over half damage. Next comes out the Golbat. We're going to use Surf again. We've got the stab damage. It still doesn't take it out. Probably need a few more double teams to be able to do this. Haunter comes out and goes down in 2. Arbok comes out. We haven't been hit for quite a while now. Oh, she used a super potion right on 1 HP. And now the last Gengar. If we get hit with Nightshade, it's over. So we need to do some serious damage here. It takes it out in 2 surfs. For the first time, we get past Agatha, and thanks to double team, that happens. I know people hate double team when people are doing these runs, but I went against Agatha 12 times, and without having to level up, I didn't want to have to level up anymore. So yeah, that's how I decided to get through. I decided not to equip Ice Beam for the next battle, which is Lance. Ice Beam would be super effective, but the move pool I've got now, I actually like it a lot. So we're just going to see how we do against Lance. And we don't do too bad, I guess. Gyarados comes out, and we set up the double team. He misses for Hyper Beam, double team again, he uses Leer, which even more boosts the badge boost glitch. Uses Leer again, he misses. And every time that an opponent also uses a move like Leer and drops your defense, all your other stats get raised because of this glitch. Because we've set up all that, our body slams are now one-shotting the Dragonairs. Do we one-shot the Aerodactyl with Surf? Yes, we do. And now it's just the Dragonite. We haven't lost any HP here. This is a great... There we go. 1 body slam takes it out. Imagine being a Dragonite and a little Krabby one-shots you with a body slam. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, last but not least is the champion. We're level 70 now. Do we beat the champion with a Krabby at level 70? We'll find out. Pidgeot comes out first. We use double team. He uses Whirlwind. He doesn't have Sand Attack at this time in the game, but he does have Mirror Move, which means that if we use double team and he Mirror Moves, he also gets the evasion up. Which isn't great, but considering we're also quite hard to hit, it means that it's not really going to be a problem if he uses Sky Attack. So, he uses Full Restore, Sky Attack misses, and Body Slam finally takes it out. I probably need another double team or two just to get through. Body Slam one-shots the Alakazam. I was worried about that Alakazam if it outsped us. Surf takes out the Rhydon. Gyarados should go down with one Body Slam. It doesn't. Oh, it goes down in 3 Body Slams. That is tanky. Arcanine should go down with a Surf. Critical hit, so I won't know whether that was going to take out in 1 or not. And I opt for Guillotine. It misses with Solar Beam. I've run out of Guillotine, so I'm going to have to go for Body Slam. Come on, come on. One more Body Slam. Thank God, there we go. We've done it. We've beat the champion with a level 71 Krabby. And comparatively, the Seadra run was last. That was enjoyable. That was an enjoyable water Pokemon to do the run with. I hated that Seadra run, and this has just given me much more to go for the next couple of runs. So how quickly did we do this? Level 71, and what was the time? I reckon there's 9 hours and 7 in-game minutes. Okay, so that was because I had to do quite a few trainer battles, but yeah, either way, we've finished the game. Thank you for watching the video. And if you'd like to do all that YouTube stuff, like and subscribing, drop me a comment if you want to. We'll see you in the next video. Take care now.